Good morning and welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. It's a beautiful Monday. God is going to be with you this week. He will never fail you. He will never forsake you. Lift up your head. Remember, you have been committed unto God who can keep you. You have been committed unto God who keeps working in your life. Remember the beautiful truths we studied yesterday. You have been committed to the message of grace. Beautiful truths. I want us to go back today to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, beginning with verse 22. Paul said, "Don't you have homes to eat and drink in? Or do you despise the church of God and humiliate those who have nothing?" Humiliate those who have nothing. Back in the early 80s, there was a very famous church growth teacher who always talked about the homogeneous church, and every church should be homogeneous. It should all be the same. The Pinoy should be in this church, the Chinese should be in that church, the rich should be in this church, the poor should be in that church. And they divided God's family up into all these ethnic groups and all these social status groups, and I never believed in any of that. I believe that when you look in the scriptures, the church is whosoever will. The church should be made up of every kind of people in the city. Every church should look like that. But I want you to notice what Paul says. He said, do you despise the church of God? Do you humiliate those who have nothing? Too often in life, brothers and sisters, we don't think about the other people around us in church. We do things in a way that makes those who do not have as much as we have feel extremely uncomfortable. We make those who are not like us feel uncomfortable. Now, what Paul is talking about here is rich people who had all their banquet and their food, and poor people who had nothing, and they thought, I couldn't keep up. It's kind of like two friends going out to dinner, and one says, "Gee, let's go to Let's go over there to the old Westin Hotel, to the Sofitel, for the buffet that costs 4,000 pesos. And, one of the members of the Barcada has 50 pesos in their pocket for transportation home. They're humiliated. They have to come up with an excuse why they can't participate. In church, we should never despise, we should never look down on people that are different than us. We must always make sure that everybody feels comfortable with everything we're doing.